And go. Okay. So now we're reading the charms. All right. So what we got here is the ring, the feather, the balloons, there's celebration coming up. This is spring energy coming in. This is somewhere between spring and fall. You're going to have traveling. Here's the plane here, the fall leaf. This is spring coming up. There's a connection. This is a connection. There's a ray coming from here and a ray coming from here. I don't know how to describe the ray. It feels like there's a line coming right from here and right through here. That's what's coming. This is between spring and fall. There's a connection that you're going to want to travel for. It's a significant connection. There's going to be time getting together. This is a time for romance coming together. Really, really enjoying each other. Really, really reuniting or coming together in a way that it feels like, you know, when people renew their vows, or, you know, when love is refreshed or brand new again. It feels like that. That's what it feels like. Yeah. It feels very, very harmonious. It feels a little almost too fairy tale. Be mindful of that when it comes through. This is huge. You've got the carriage. You've got the steering wheel. You're in charge of where you're going. You know, with the carriage and the steering wheel, you've got a little bit of the fairy tale coming in. And you've also got, when you've got the steering wheel, you've got the sense where you're in charge of the directionality of a thing. So you're the one that needs to be... It's not like waiting for the other shoe to drop, but you need to be in charge of the direction and the pacing and how fast everything goes with this. It feels like love is like sending a dozen roses, rose after rose after rose after rose is coming in good, good, good. It's coming on really, really strong, but it's really, really good. There's something where things are flourishing. This is something where you're really feeling you're really feeling your mojo, your sensuality, your power, your beauty. You're really feeling your sense of self, comfortable in your own skin again. You've got the peacock charm right here. And this is definitely one that is very much about strut, strut, strut. It's looking really good right here. The crown is restored. This is like vacation, vacation coming in. Now this one, there's something about the Brahma bull coming in here. And this is where you grab the bull by the horns. It's not just the directionality, but grabbing the bull by the horns and moving forward in whatever direction you want. It is like fate is stepping in and offering you new love coming through with the hand. And there's the hand and the heart here. I don't know if you can see it well enough, but that's what's coming in here. The you matter, you matter is coming in. Be sharp with your mind, not just your heart. Cut out the things that aren't priority to you. And what is this going on? There's wisdom that's a little bit upside down. It doesn't mean you're totally foolish. It just means it feels like Twitter-pated. That's what it feels like. Twitter-pated energy coming in. And it feels like it's going right through the center of spring and into fall where you travel, and then a little bit beyond there. I want to see one card from the Moon Garden. I'm just going to see, because we've got the balloons coming in there. What are the balloons about? That's usually celebration, announcements, joyfulness. What's going in with the balloons? The Emperor. Yeah, this is something that's coming in strong. There's something where there's a return to something that's bringing order out of the chaos. Protect and provide for the realm is his message. He's one that's a little bit rigid, but sets up structure, new structure coming forward. And the Eight of Swords, limiting beliefs need to go, go, go. What else? Anything else? What about those balloons? King of Cups. You're going to be totally calm. You're going to be able to navigate this. This is exciting. Twitter-pated. It's like... This old, it's probably an old reference from a cartoon or something. It's in love, boom, 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 boom. Heart going boom, 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 boom. Twitter-pated. Like googly-eyed, gooey. Just gooey for someone. This is, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. That kind of Twitter-pated. I'm in love. That kind of energy. It's coming in very, very strong. The ring's bringing it in. There's a soul contract coming in. There's something going on with that is very much about, soul contract comes in when there is something that's sometimes unfinished business from a past life, or rightly timed things, agreements made before you get here. That kind of stuff is what's coming in. And it's huge. And this is a really huge amount of confidence in self, a huge amount of loving the position and place that you're experiencing. It's like you're experiencing yourself with new eyes, experiencing yourself and totally enjoying yourself all at the same time. It's huge. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. Having your love goggles on. Yeah. Be mindful, be calm, be logical where you can, but you can't outrun this. There's sometimes I say you can't outrun the Empress. In this particular case, you can't outrun the Emperor. On this one, this is coming in. It feels like soul contracts coming in a big way. That's what I got. Yeah. Yeah. You think of Pepe Le Pew and Penelope the cat, sort of like that. Yeah, sort of like that for sure. Yeah, you're getting on the right page with that. Totally. That's what's coming in. And it feels like it's very much coming in spring to fall. There will be travel going on, and there's reason to celebrate. And the Emperor is setting up new order, new structure. Things are being set up in a new way. How do you pay Cash App? This is how. And it's the THE, $ the Feisty Butterfly and Cash App. So that's how you pay there. This is how you can pay me. These are the reads that I do. So that's what we got going on, and it is being recorded. Oh, thanks. I think this was like an Amazon find. This is just like the Sun card, but pretty fun. And I like that one for today. So, okay. All right. And let Kim know which read you pay for. I'm going to get some water. And we are doing $10 charms reads. If you want to do those, happy to do them. So, a little bit of water for me, and we'll keep going. You're welcome so much. Literally prayed that your charms would be about loving a specific someone. Yeah, watch for the Emperor and watch for it to be between spring and fall, and that it's going to be traveling. There's going to be travel involved there. I'm not sure why, what, how. Who knows? And there's definitely soul contract work in there. When there's soul contract work, it's like you don't have to worry about chasing it. The universe is setting it up. It doesn't mean stay home and you think it's going to come right to your front door. No, you have to go out and about and socialize with everyone. You have to be social and in love with the world and in love with the fact that you're still on the planet. Yeah. But, yeah, that's what it feels like coming through. Hi, Michelle. Hi. Confirming what you've been feeling and reading for yourself. Excellent. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Okay. So that's what we got going on. Okay. Having to people. I know, Kim. Kim's saying, oh, having to people, yuck. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I don't want to people either. So most times I don't want to people. A lot of times I'm super, super hermity. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's very much going on. So, okay. All right. And that's what we got going on. I don't think that there's anything else that's come through just yet. Oh, let's see. Hang on. My thing is frozen. Hey, Elisa. Hey, Kim. We're seeing that you put the message out for people to pay for the readings. Yeah. You just like peopling very much. Sometimes it does seem like a pain in the butt. I thought we'd do a collective today. And I want to go into the Fulquich Tarot for the collective. Let's see what's going on with this. So I was talking to my guides earlier, and I got some very specific messages from them, and it was kind of interesting, just one at a time. So, yeah, okay. All right, I'm supposed to tell you guys about that. Lucy was all about invite, and let the light in, let the downloads come through, very much about the downloads coming through. Gogs was very much about prepare to share. So Lucy was putting on her crown very much, and there was just like white light coming through all the way down like a pillar. When I saw Gogs he was outside his house doing his regular thing and stacking the wood. And I was giving him like these cords of wood or pieces of wood that would stack up to be a cord, that kind of thing. And it was about prepare and share. When I was talking to Mo, she was doing this, I see you. And then she wrote down the letters, ICU. It's critically important. Like, intensive care unit is what ICU is in the hospital. Is critically important for us to see each other again. This was important, and to know that we are seen and that we matter. And when I went to Nell, of course, she was playing, and she said splash more, and that's what I was getting. She needs to splash. There needs to be play, and that time is short sometimes. So don't fritter away your time by being stressed out. That's what the guides gave me before the show started, and that was kind of fascinating to me. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's what's going on. Hey, Jessica. Yeah, it's the Feisty Butterfly. Let me show you this. It's $ and THE. And then Feisty, the E comes before the I. And it's kind of a tricky one, but that I always spell it wrong myself. So double check is $ the Feisty Butterfly for Cash App. So that's just great. And then if you let Kim know what kind of read that you got, that's totally fine. It looks like it just came through. So I see 30. I don't know if it's for a full or for a year ahead. You let me know, whichever one it is. But I see that it came through. Well, I'm glad to have you here, honey. I'm glad to have you here. You let me know if you have a question for a full, type it in the chat. If you want the year ahead, happy to do the year ahead. Either way, whatever you want to do. Yeah, these are going to go back. We're not doing the collective from here yet. You got the collective from my guides that came in ahead. So we'll see what's going on. So, year ahead, you got it. Does that give you the months or dates? Things happen both sometimes. We'll see what's going on. And it is recorded. So I'm going to record this and upload this to YouTube. So we'll see what's going on. Let me find your deck. Give me a second. We're going into the Hanson Roberts deck for you. That's wild. This one hasn't been out so much recently, but we're going into the Hanson Roberts deck. Now, you'll see that I double or triple down on the decks and go for clarifiers. This one has some of the tiniest cards, but we're going to do it. So let's go. All right. And once I'm in the cards and down, I'm generally not reading the screen, but this is what we're going to do. Okay, Jessica, let's take a look. And this one's kind of noisy because I took the borders off of it. What does Jessica need to know? You're ahead. Something about musical instruments are coming in for you. Big time, big time. It's like people are assembling, trying to get into their chairs for symphony, trying to get in their chairs. There's conductor energy coming through. What is this going on? Lots of musical instruments. Don't know what. Yeah. The horns are coming in. Yeah. And the violins. What do we got here? Violins, cellos, whatever they are. Okay. Musical instruments, conductor, and symphony energy coming in. Okay. There's something about teamwork that has to come. You've been resting and staying out of the way, staying off to the sides for a while, and your challenge is to quit doing that. You will need to rest when you need to rest, but you tend to do it overly long. You tend to retreat and withdraw overly long. So what we're going to see happening is you going out, you creating more teamwork happening, you coming together, and people are going to want to act in a way that benefits your skill set. So we're going to watch this happen. Now let me shift this down so you can see. Shift this down also so you can see. Okay. So we've got the Four of Swords, the Three of Coins. We're going to start here. We're going to start in January. January, February, March. March is feeling tricky. We're going to get some clarifiers on March. April, May, June, July, August. Wow, August is a tricky one for you. August also we're going to need clarifiers on. September. Wow, September's beautiful. October, November, December. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. January, we start out in January, and what we've got is the Ten of Cups coming in. This is a happy, happy time of celebration, and there's a little bit of looking back over how far you've come in the last year. Don't be stuck forever looking back. It's okay to look back somewhat as at this time of year, but you need to be able to move forward. You need to be able to get whatever it is that you're grateful for that's happened in 2024 and carry all the gratitude from 2024 forward into 2025. It's going to be tricky in February. Now, this is where you're going to need to be resilient, strong. Strength comes in also in August, but right now in February, it's coming in. You need to have a lot more strength coming in because your boundary will be tested. This is a Seven of Wands plus 2. So when you get to the Nine of Wands, the 7 is all about holding your boundary, being caught on the back foot. By the time you get to the 9, you know what your boundary is. You know what you need to hold, but you feel a little bit beat up. You feel a little bit worn down. You feel a little bit worn out, but you still have to hold the boundary, and you will need to defend a little bit more. So for you specifically, sorry about the whiplash there. For you specifically, what this is coming up as, whatever boundary that you have set in the last couple of months, by the time it's February, you hold it. And if people don't like it, they can just step off. You hold your boundaries. You be very clear about what you need to do for you that's important for you. It's necessary and important. And I want some clarifier on that right now. What is this about? If you say no and you say no, you mean no. So don't say yes unless you really, really mean it. Don't say yes out of somebody's obligation or guilt or anything like that. No means no. All right? Set your boundary. Hold your boundary. Yeah. You're meant to manifest something in February. You're meant to manifest something and call in something distinct. You're not meant to have your resources depleted, and you're not meant to be spread too thin. There's something that is a diversionary tactic. The magician knows how to use all the elements, how to manifest really, really well. But also the magician is somebody that has to deal with misdirection sometimes. Sometimes people will misdirect a thing. That's how the magician pulls off the trick, right? You need to be the magician and not be manipulated. Okay, that's February. March, let's see what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. March, we're seeing here this limiting beliefs coming in. And this one I wanted to clarify on instantly in March. This is where you're thinking you're stuck, you're trapped, you're hostage, you just can't get ahead. You just can't get what you want. you get what you need. It's that Mick Jagger song. You can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. You're freer to do things than you think you are. You're not as stuck or challenged as you think you are. The swords are stuck down, and if the water comes in, and the water represents emotion, if that comes in, it lets all these flawed beliefs fall down. It lets all the swords fall down. Let's see what's coming in also in March for this. Okay. This is feeling like you don't have enough, you don't have enough, you don't have enough. You will have enough, you will have enough. Trust the universe will bring this in more. Now you have this here in March, and I'm bringing it up again because it's coming in December. So you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. This would invite you to be a little more frugal, a little bit more thrifty, but not from a place of lack. Not from a place of, oh, I'm never going to have enough. I'm never going to get ahead, because that's going to limit your thinking and limit your belief. And you are able to really, really manifest well. It's your resources and how you use them that needs to be handled a little differently. And when I say resources, and I'm moving this up so you can see my face on the YouTube also. When I say resources, I don't just mean the money, money, money. I mean the time, and your energy. Money is just a reflection of our energetic resource and what we value. This is why your boundaries are going to be so important for you. And in March, they're going to be tested. Don't spread yourself too thin. Guard what you have. It doesn't mean be so worried that you have to be a miser. No, you're not going without. There's plenty here. And there is going to be plenty. But you have to be wise in how you choose the resources and how do you choose to use them. All right, that's coming up. King of Pentacles. Somebody's saying they'll back your play, and over time, it will grow. But it's going to take time that is dedicated. Dedicated is coming in here pretty strong. What's going on with that? What's going on with this? I need to see more. What you're up against in February and March is learning how to not self-sabotage or self-betray. Learning how to say yes and no and mean it when you say it. Learning what to cut out, what to be fair about, and how to honor self. This is going to be huge for you coming up in spring. Now, if you can cut out the shit that doesn't serve, cut out the nonsense, cut out the do, serve. You don't have to do your way to prove anything about your worthiness at all. But this is something that you have learned as a pattern that doesn't serve you, and it needs to be let go. This will help you to move forward. You need to use your time and your resources for yourself. And that's not being selfish, and it's not being greedy. It's being accountable for what your value is. This is huge for you in March. In April, we got the Ace of Wands coming through. Love this. This is new start energy. This is strong energy coming forward. This is usually work and family. This is the card of swing, most phallic, most let's go, most potent card. Yeah, this is energy of moving forward. There is something that wants to burst forward in a big way for you. This is the Ace of Wands, the inspiration, followed by, in May, the Sword of Truth, the Ace. These are two aces, two optimal times. So April and May, whatever it is that's been roaming around your mind and you've got that clutter out and you're ready to take action on, do it. The truth of who you are, the truth of what you want to do is going to be seen. Okay, I'm going to lower this down again so you can see this. All right, so March, April, May, June. Justice and the Sword of Truth comes in. Karma is trying to balance the scales here. It does feel like, my mom used to say, cum se, cum sa. It means balancing. It's balance. Very, very Libra energy coming through on this. Also, just because of the scales, even though we're not in Libra season, somebody that is a Libra will have influence in June. Don't know what that's about. Yeah. We're getting somebody with strong Libra energy. Now, sometimes Libras can be a little bit like Cancers in that they're overly sweet and trying to consider all the sides. It's almost like you're getting a Libra during the Cancer season. So somebody with a Libra in their chart, a Libra in their, I don't know if it's their birthday or what, but it's coming in. Somebody with Libra energy really strongly is coming in during Cancer season. Now, Zodiacs is not my strongest suit. Astrology is not my strongest suit, but that's what's coming in. And it helps you hold that Sword of Truth even stronger. This is huge for you. This is June, July, a little bit of moon energy. Now, moon can be a couple of things. Moon can be sometimes secrets, deception, lies, misunderstandings, but it's also intuition because you don't have enough light. And on this one, you have enough light to get to the next space, but you have to pass through the gates of fear. So if you look closely, you see those towers in the background. You have to figure out how you're going to navigate, go beyond the wild dog and the tame dog, both of them. It is like, almost like in this particular instance, you're the little crab that needs to go out on the path and go further. Yeah, that's coming in strong. That's what's July. Now look at your August coming over here. August right here. This is you leaving something behind that doesn't serve, something that leaves you longing. It's not like the cups are spilled, they're still stuck. But somebody wants to walk away from this, and the time has come in August to do so. You're walking away from something that doesn't serve, walking towards something that you're longing for. You're making a new plan. You've got the Two of Rods coming in here. This is plan preparation, and this is for life beyond where you're standing. So beyond everything that you've come up to in this point, there's going to be some travel. The world is in your hand, and you're formulating a new plan. This is what's going on. This is going on in the end of July and then heading into August, September. So we've got July, August, September. July, you already know it. You need to get on the path. August, you're actually in transition, moving through. End of August, you're making the plan. September, we've got the Strength card. Now let's see what else is going on in September. The Strength card says follow the nudge, and don't force a thing. The Strength card says go with it, go with it, go with it. Understand what the nudge is trying to tell you. It doesn't mean you force it. It means you follow your inner self, your higher self, your intuition. This is the most psychic of the cards, one of the very most psychic cards. But sometimes we ignore our intuition and we get stuck in fear. And this is saying go beyond it. Don't force it through, but don't let fear overtake. Okay. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, let's look at this for a minute. We got some splaining to do. When we get to this September month, there's going to be a desire to charge forward here with the Knight of Wands. Really wanting to charge and push through. Don't force. Ease. Ease something through. You know when you force something and if you hammer too hard on something, then it breaks the wall or it breaks whatever it is and you're just trying to get a gentle enough force. Yeah, it's like a hammer onto the wall, and you need enough force to get the nail to go through the wall, but you don't need to shatter all the drywall behind it. You cannot force this. You need to be precise in August. Hangman, you need to see it from a different viewpoint, which is exactly what you're learning to do here. Excuse me, I said August. This is August, this is September. There's something that you're mulling over, thinking over, a willing sacrifice, and a shift of the thinking, a shift of mind, a shift of perception. This person's only on the tree as long as they need to be. The tree that was here before, you see how the crossbar is. It can't grow any further because it's been cut in such a way that this wood that's coming up this way and this wood going this way, there's no more growth happening here. So there's something that you need to re-examine and check out. And the new perspective helps you to move forward. What for? What for? Don't know. Hang on. There's like a ta-da moment in September. There's a ta-da. And this is giving me the horn music. Dun, 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 ta-da. This is to thine own self be true, always, always. And I tell you, follow the nudge. This is following your own intuition. When I say that, it means definitely follow the nudge. And this is you coming to your own sense of integrity, to your higher self, being super true to yourself in September. This is something you will have practiced and learned and really established well. And it's important for you then in October. I'm going back down, but in October, you're seeing this guy come through. This is Sneaky Pete the Thief. When Sneaky Pete comes through, you need to cover your ass. This is taking care of what it is that's important for you to survive, to get through to the next day. This guy takes all the swords out of the camp, takes what he needs to go forward. These are the taking the truths and the knowledge that you need to carry forward. And it tells you to travel light and leave behind some also. What else is going on in there? No, October, November. November, the Emperor comes up. Sorry, I should flip this down so you can see. Okay, so we've got October, November coming through here. This is July, August, September, October, November, December. You need to really cover your ass. Guard yourself. We've got these pennies coming in again, these coins coming in again. What's going on here? October, November. I want to see that first. I wouldn't loan anybody any fucking money right here. That's just coming through. That doesn't always come through, but it's coming through really clear right now. Somebody's got like the itchy palm, like help me, please. It's not your job to help them, please. You need to be careful. Your heart might be tugged on a little bit. Somebody's got the itchy palm. I don't know what this is about. Somebody's got the itchy palm. They're asking for money, don't ever loan more than you can afford to lose. And this is something that's going on. You're going to need that for yourself. So don't loan anybody any money right there. You're hard at work doing your own thing. This is great. This is you working hard, doing something that comes second nature. It's meant for you to do the hard work, set up things on new terms. But you need to be important and prioritizing yourself. Whoa, look at that. Double Emperor. Do you see how that came out? That's holy cow. Wow. Yes, exciting. Okay. All right. Double Emperor. This is you large and in charge. This is you in control of what's going on. It's not just being receptive to a new idea and like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. No, it's like, this is how I need it on these terms. This is my kingdom, my realm. This is how it's going to go. And sometimes this guy comes off as a kind of a jerk, but he knows what he needs to do to protect and provide for the realm. And that's exactly what you're doing. And it's important. You've got double on this. This is you really, really lead role and in command. Yeah, in command. Now, this is important for you. October, you're going to have the hint of this. November, you need to be in command and in control. December, we had the 4 of coins come up. Anything else you need to know about December? Yeah. Something about this. Now, the swords can refer to legal issues or written issues or knowledge things, right? The swords of the air suit. But this is the bully on the battlefield, and this is when there is somebody that is defeated and somebody that knows enough. Now, this guy, I told you, take your swords. Cover your ass. You don't let them take from you. You cover your own ass. How earlier on I was saying, say no when you need to. It's the same thing except for more extreme and more clear and more about on the paperwork on this one. Cover your own ass and don't go into the battle. Don't engage in the battle. You walk away from the battle. You have enough swords. You've proven your point. It's just going to add insult to injury going on there. Anything else she needs to know about that? You want the happy that you're experiencing right now coming up in the January time. You want that returned and restored. How do you get that? How do you get that? Because the lesson is about teamwork. It feels to me that you have had plenty of lessons of overgiving. It feels to me that you have had plenty of overgiven to your own detriment. Now is the time for you to let benefactors be there for you. What else? The limiting thoughts. March is going to be the testing point for this. March is the testing points. And what did we see in here before? The self-betrayal lesson. If you were given allowance to your kids, you wouldn't give them a bigger allowance than you would give to yourself. But sometimes as a mom, in fact, often as a mom, I know I'd figure out, how do I do this? How do I do this? And I'd get like the cute little outfit for my daughter or whatever when she was small. And then I would come up short and be last on the totem pole. It feels like a big lesson in this all year long. All year long. But you need to prioritize. You need to save money for yourself for your oh shit fund. Save it all the way ahead because of how we've seen the 4 of coins. You need to be clear about your communication and then leave it. Leave the battlefield. Leave whatever is your clear communication. Leave it down there. You are learning this, learning this, learning this. Now what else? The limiting thoughts and beliefs. You're not as stuck as you think you are. And that Magician came in so strong. What's the deal with that? I want to get one more. I want to go for a whole different. Hang on. Okay. Part in the waters for a minute. I want a line of 5. This is the Fenestra Tarot we're going to look at. What is this? Why is she having the limiting beliefs? Nobody likes to be told to be strong or that they're more capable or they are more capable than they think they are because it sounds patronizing and condescending. But that is the truth of the situation. You're going to have to make some choices. The way you make choices is better than sitting around and procrastinating. And you know how to procrastinate like nobody's business. You can think of a bajillion and 10 reasons to do something for somebody else rather than take care of what is your own need. What is coming through with that? Your needs are more important than you have acknowledged or put them to be, and putting yourself as priority is huge for you. It's a matter of prioritizing your time and communicate different. It's like you almost need to figure out time blocking or scheduling, and you can only do so much. There's only 24 hours in a day, and it's not your job to suit everything for everyone except for yourself. All right. All right. I'm going to show you what we got here. Procrastination is your devil. All right. Procrastination is your devil. The debating and the debating and the deliberating is your devil. You need to cut down this sacrifice thing. We saw this over here. We saw it in September where you sacrifice too much for too many. You need to stop this. And then what's coming up in the middle of this, we've got access to what you want to have for traditional lessons with the Pope and the Popess, the High Priest and the High Priestess. It's the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Traditional things that are the spiritual truths and the mysteries within. This is all internal. This is all established and external. Where you're coming up as Emperor or Emperor, you need to go within first before you get to the external setup. And it's really kind of a tricky one. You're going to have to go to your belief structure and challenge it. and you won't want to. And it's not necessarily, I know a lot of people are deconstructing religion and blah, blah, blah. It's not necessarily that cut and dry. It's what is this belief that you've carried with you that doesn't serve, that makes you feel stuck, like you're in this kind of thing? What is this belief about? Because it's got to go. It's just got to go. And there's a few of them. You are more in control of your situation and your own happiness than what you have allowed yourself to be. There is a way that you've depended overly on other people, and that kind of gets in your way as a devil, and you'll procrastinate and do for others. It doesn't serve. It's time to be accountable to yourself in the way that is the truest, that doesn't self-sabotage or allow for self-sabotage. Time management for you is huge important. It's not that you have to outline everything in your calendar and have every single minute used up and occupied, but you need to be more accountable to yourself about time. This is huge for you. Then you need to have some time where you're going to be going within. It's huge. That's how you add to your own skill set. That's how you act as benefactor to yourself and invite other people to value and to act as benefactors for you as well. This is what's going on with you. I'm not sure what that's all about, but that's what's going on. That's complete. Yeah, sorry if that seems very, very preachy and very, very lectury. It's not intended as such. It's just something that's going to be challenging you and vexing you this year. So you ought to know what you're up against. And the biggest thing you're up against this year is you saying yes too often. And you not valuing your own time or your own resources and then getting spread overly thin. So that's what I got. I hope that's helpful. All right. Let me get a drink of water and we will go on to the next one. Do I see what month I think you'll get married? I didn't look for that. That was like just a year ahead. Do I see what month you're going to get married? I didn't see that at all there. Let me snoop just real quick. We'll go to the moon garden real quick. Do I see a month that you'll get married? No. Hierophant's coming in, and this is the card of the wedding, and this is also the 5 months, so this would perhaps be an indication of May, but the Page of Cups is coming in here, and there's a creative surprise. Page of Cups, usually I call it stinky fish tea. That usually comes in, and the Two of Cups comes in. So there's going to be surprise. There's something about May that's a surprise. I don't know if that's the wedding month or not, but that's what I'm getting based on that specific question. So you're looking at May? Yeah. Yeah, there may be a surprise in May. I would tell you be smart about how you're doing your time, and there might be a need for the flexible adjustment in that. I'm not sure what that's about. So that's what we've got so far. The May energy is what I'm feeling, what's coming through in the cards, but be aware, and don't spread yourself too thin, okay, honey? All right, that's what I got on that. I'm going to put these to the side, get a little bit of water, and we'll see what's going on. Kim saying, I'm not sure yet. Okay. Wow, you're incredible. Thank you. You're welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. I love this. Love it. Love it. Love doing this. Okay. Charms for smiling. All right. Charms for smiling. One pinch. Let's see what's going on. All right. I'm getting, the charm box is really kind of a funny thing because I get stuff almost as soon as I pick it up, and I'm getting something like da 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 amore. It's like some kind of crazy pizza Italian music. I don't even know. I'm not meaning to be ignorant, but I'm sure I'm ignorant of whatever it is. It's the moonstruck energy. Also, that very much share going around when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Yeah, that's coming through. I don't know what that's about. Okay, smiling. Angie, can I take you sneaky something? Anne-Marie, ask me in a minute, okay? And I'll check. I'll remind Kim in a minute. I'm looking for smiling in the charms. What? Now, these are kind of intense. Okay, I'm flipping it down. There's not a lot, but they're chunky. That's amore comes in right here. Oh, my gosh. All right, I don't know if you can see this. Let's shift this so you can see it. Okay. We've got right here, I'm going to scooch it close. It's the double heart with a pearl. There's a gift coming in, long-awaited love coming in really super strong. There's 2 purple hearts and one that's transparent, the open-hearted, open third eye energy and open-heartedness. This is transparent. The key to the big carrot, the big reward. These are coming in chunky. That's amore. Something about big love is coming in for you. There's a key, the open heart. There's something that you will have released that this is coming up. The big open heart coming up. It's something that you have let go of, or you are in the process of letting go of for a final time. It's huge. It's like the wounded heart isn't in your way anymore. Something that hurt your heart, you've let go of, and it's coming through that you have the key to move forward. It's like right down here. You're seeing this big-ass key. You see the transparent heart. You see the key. Something has been unlocked. Now, what are we seeing here? We're seeing the elephant. I don't know if you can see this. The elephant never forgets is the saying, but you have learned to transmute something. So you can see here, the elephant never forgets, but it doesn't mean you have to be stuck. There's one where it shows in one of my oracle decks. In fact, I'll get it, but it shows the elephant stuck in the mud. I don't think I can pull that card specifically out, but I want to go to that deck and see what else we can have on there. So give me just a second. Just a second, I want that deck. Where is it? There we go. It's this deck. It's such a good one. It's the Enchanted Map from Colette Baron Reid. Let's see what we got here. And the big carrot. When you remember or you value the lesson in love that has been something that's like Queen of Cups energy all over this too. When you value that lesson of loss and you have moved past it to a point where it can't hurt you any further, then you become unstuck. The mud dries. You're no longer stuck. You can move forward. You can move forward, and this is called movement. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Totally. It's not even so much that you're an island, but you are moving forward in a big way. Now let's see what else is coming up here. I want to see what this is. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, gosh, come on. Hopefully you can see this. This one is very much like to thine own self be true, the angel of judgment coming in, blowing the horn, and then we've got the horse's head. Thoroughbred is what's coming in. We've got the angel of, sorry for a minute. We've got the, you know the judgment card when you see the angel blowing the horn? That's coming through, and it's preventing me from going to thoroughbred yet. It's something about running the race. Okay. Gogs is wanting to come in. My guide Gogs is coming in. It's showing a lot of people arriving at Gogs's place at his house with horses that need watered, need fed, and then thoroughbred. Mo is coming in and nudging. Watered, fed, thoroughbred. It's something about nourishing and taking care of yourself, being very true to yourself. Gogs is nodding now. There's smoke. There's enough to share. Prepare. Watered, fed, thoroughbred. This is what's coming in. You're getting prepared to move forward in love in a big way that is hugely rewarding for you. You're going to be more aligned with your higher self, your truer self. Then you can run the race. Then news comes in and you can run the race. Movement's coming in and the horse is coming in. It's coming in as thoroughbred. If we were reading strictly Lynn Lorman, this would be rider and news. It's coming in as the word thoroughbred over and over. I can't bring that in any stronger. Something that is thoroughbred, rightly aligned, perfectly suited for you. And this is movement going forward for you going forward. When you understand your thoroughbred, when you understand your own value, your own worth, it's coming through big. Now let's look. We've got one more coming through here that came through big, and it's over here. It's this one, and it comes through as the time clock. What's going on there? Why is this so far away? It feels far away, and it's really not that very far away. This comes in as June. Not sure why. It's almost like sometimes this will come in and it almost feels like a full year away because it's so big. And all of these feel as hefty as this, and this feels more this size. So there's a distortion in size. This feels like June. Cleaning house. So it's after spring cleaning, after letting go of something, definitely cleaning house, definitely getting rid of old beliefs moving forward. And then here, flying. This is coming through. Again, the horse comes through on this. Look. The rainbow horse is coming through. This is huge. This feels like June. It's just straight up. Straight up, it feels like June. All the other horses that need to go. There's one that lingers. Thoroughbred means thoroughbred. Chariot comes in June. Chariot's a July card, but it feels like it's June. It's coming in June, whatever this is. This feels like an evenly matched, evenly yoked, on focus, on point, moving forward. June is where the romance comes in big. The heart is open, and it's cleared out of whatever is this debris. Whatever this elephant's never forget. You can forgive and forget to some degree. You can remember and learn the lesson too. There's something where the other horses, something is separated from the herd. The one that's the thoroughbred, it's like you're at Gogs's house hanging out, visiting Gogs or whatever, and this thoroughbred comes, and if you were both horses, which I don't know why you'd be a horse, but if you were both horses, you'd already be the horse that is at Gogs's house in his barn or something, I don't know. And this other herd of horses comes through, goes through, but the one horse stays behind and remains. The big carrots, the wild horses and the Brombies. If we go to Snowy River, this is an old reference. Man from Snowy River, the guy has to catch, he has to corral and catch the Brombies, and it's like this one you need to sort out from the Brombies. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This one needs to be sorted and separated from the Brombies. This is the thoroughbred. You're the thoroughbred waiting for the other thoroughbred. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's what I've got. I don't know. I hope that makes sense to you as you go, but that's what I got. That's really wild to me. It's really crazy. That's what's coming through. Yeah. And it's doon, 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 doon. Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't seen Man from Snowy River, like I would see it and look at some of the clips and see if maybe you'll just see the clips of the previews. There's going to be something in there for you. I don't know why the horse imagery is so strong, but it's also the horse and the judgment, the way you judge yourself. You've maybe thought yourself Glue Factory when you've been thoroughbred all along. That's what I got. Okay, wild. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Okay, past life and pinches of charms for Krista. Okay, all right. Okay. We put this away, and we'll get some water, and we'll go into the charms one. I don't know if we're going to go into the past life first, okay? Michelle, wow, that was awesome. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks. Okay, we're going to go into Krista's past life. So give me just a second. Put the charms here. We're going to the Citadel cards. Hang on. Okay. What is this about? Wild. Okay. I've got some of the past life cards here. Give me just a second. I need a second. Where's the red fairy tarot? If I can find that, I want that. And the relative tarot might be close. I think that's the names of the ones. I'll know if I see it. 1 second. This here. Okay. This will work. This isn't the red fairy. This is called Weird World. We're going in a strange way. We're already going. We'll pull the Citadel cards, but what I'm getting is the theme song to Pink Panther running through my head. Now, my clairaudience always is coming on. You guys have noticed this, but it's always coming on. But what I'm getting is somebody that's inspector, detective, policeman, that kind of thing coming in. Somebody looking. And I'm also getting a creeper, which is stealth, like spy detective. Okay. All right. We're gonna scroll down. We're gonna aim this down. We've got the Dancer, we've got the Forgotten, we've got the Hound, the Pilgrim, and the Mascari, or the Masked One. Hiding your true self. What I'm getting instantly coming through here is crazy. It's like it is the sparrows and the swans, the ones that come through that are spies, that are agents, that are the women of war, the Mataharis, that kind of energy coming in. The women spies that find information, pass information. They may be artists, they may be dancers, they may be very, very hidden in plain sight. How far back are we going? We're going really far back. This isn't in America. This is further back. It feels like we're in Italy or Greece. We're in Italy. I don't know what happened in Italy. I don't know when Greece became Italy, but this is what's going on. I'm not sure what this is about. This is where you knew how to entertain the crowd and send out a message. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm letting it fly through. You guys know I do. It's the Let Me Entertain You song. And we'll have a real good time, my friend. We'll have a real good time. Some let me entertain you. Yeah, that one. And it's the dancers on the stage. And we'll have a real good time, my friend. And you single somebody out. And you're like pointing and singling somebody out. And it's important. You're conveying the message exactly to who, exactly to when. You're singing or performing, sending something. The people would just think this is performance. They wouldn't know that you've been given a signal, but you've been given the signal to somebody. You're doing it quickly, and it's time for them. It's quickly rushing through the gate, and you'll have a real good time, my friend. You're telling them the timing is important. Something's coming through that you're giving signs and signals about different. The word is attacks. That seems so violent, but it is the planned attack, siege, and takeover, and we'll have a real good time. This is something that you give the signal to somebody, it goes and it travels very far. It travels very, very far. It's very, very Mata-Hari energy. I don't know how to explain it any more than that. Yeah, it's like you're giving the signal from very, very, like from in here, and you're indicating. The message travels over a huge, huge distance in time to somebody that receives the message and like, okay, got it. So when you signal out that one person, the word gets passed along the chain. I don't know what this is about. It's crazy. These cards are going to be useless to me right here. I don't think I need one more thing in here. I need these. Okay, we're going down into these now. See what's happening. Why is she doing this? Why were you doing this? It wasn't for the love of a love. It was for the love of a brother. What I'm getting here. Man, it's the love of a brother. It's not so much about your father, and it's not about your lover. It's about your brother. It's like your big brother is somebody that is caught up in this war, in this conflict, and it's for the love of the brother that you're sending the signals. It's your brother would be like involved, deeply involved. Your brother's involved. He's high up in station. He's medium high in rank, but he's not out of harm's way. These cards will not read tarot they would have to be pretzeled into tarot now. What's going on with this brother of yours? Again, the 7 and the 7 going around. There's something about weaving, and he's going to a different continent or different land. Like further away, you got Italy, you got Rome, you got Greece, you got Ireland, you got over here on the map. He's sent over there on the map, sent far away on the map. This is why you got to get the message to the distant land. This is why you're sending reports from whatever would be considered the home front, the homeland, what's going on. You're listening to, forgive me for what is ignorance. You're listening to the words from the men, the troops of all kinds of different, come to see the entertainer, the dancer do her thing. And you're sending the word out to the knights. Somebody's really out in the cold. There's something going on. There's a group that has been cut off, detained, lacking food, lacking provision. You're trying to get the word out to when to attack and go around a different way. It's really interesting. There's the message being sent, the prepared message going through. There's a crossing right here. Okay, I'm going to throw these down. I'm going to throw this so you can see what I'm seeing, sort of. And I want to see what's going on with this crossing. It's how do you take the citadel? Again, it's referencing me to here, the forgotten citadel. There's something that is abandoned, this station, this fort that's not very well manned, very well armed. You're getting a message through that they can go in and they can take whatever this is. Now, in my time, I know to refer to this as citadel or castle, but it's a small fort. It's a small space that you can take, that they can take. It's been abandoned almost. It's very, very vulnerable. You're trying to get them to take that? What else are you going to tell them? You're sending something through the crowd. Through the crowd. What's going on through the crowd there? I knew it. Okay. You're sending something through the crowd. You are literally sending something in the carriage through the crowd. You're sending supply and provision, but more importantly, you're sending money. This is coming with somebody of importance, somebody coming strong. This isn't you. This is somebody higher ranking in the troop, and she's like you. She does things like you, but she's higher ranking, more well-known, and more status, more to risk with this one going through. This is a friend of yours. Same team. Same team, same kind of player, same kind of person, higher social status and structure. This would be somebody that brokers more power, that they would leave her carriage alone and she would bring through a bunch of money, provision, supplies, and even a little bit of something to help with like the weaponry. But her carriage would be left alone because of her status, so she would have plenty of guards. This one is coming through. Yeah, there's very much Mata Hari double agent going on, really helping create something. The merchant, this is who you're sending the other message in the crowd. You send one for the time, one for the merchant. What else is going on? Cuckoo. Something about the gilded. You wish that you could go and do what she's doing, but this is more risky for you, and you're more lowly of station and more reliable. There's something about language and linguists and how you put the song through. There's something that you feel like you would like to travel more. You would like to be able to get to your brother for some kind of purpose. I don't know what this is about, but you feel like, again, I'm getting gilded, and I'm getting gilded cage, cage bird. This is something you don't get to go travel for the war. Your effort for whatever this is that you are stuck in the communicator position where you're at, doing what you're doing, howling for the brother, the hound. This is you singing, howling for the hound, letting your voice be heard. Howling for the hound. This is something that's coming up. This one will ensure your brother's troop and your brother's company of soldiers, of men, something like this. Whatever it is that you speak, it's not exactly coded, but it's not. Those who have ears to hear will hear. You're going to send messages. You're going to send word. You're going to send information, location, and even provision. You're going to entice people to donate to a cause and to help forward and advocate for something that they don't even know. It kind of is Game of Thrones-ish, but it's more it's coming through Italy, and it feels like gosh, I wish I knew my history better. I don't know my history well enough to tell you. It feels like maybe 1400, 1500 Italy. It is not so much about how they relate to Upper France or anything like that. It's related to Italy down to Rome, and then out through where Greece would be, and out this direction. If you're looking at the map, we've got Italy here, something like Rome here, something else over here, and out beyond this way. That's how it goes. You're going to have to hunt that down. There's something about Venice that is important to you. You'd like to travel there, that you have a friend there. This is a friend who is just a friend, like a sister. What's going on with that? That bond is important. You're trying to get her out of harm's way. It feels like you have a sister that's in different kind of entertainer. Different kind of entertainer. If you get what I'm saying. Different kind of entertainer. You want to get her out of harm's way. The overindulgence of that period is quickly fading. You're hearing whisperings and rumors, and you need her. Yeah, what are you coming? You send somebody to get her. Yeah. You're sending for her, requesting for her to come to wherever it is that you do your work, your entertaining, your theater, whatever it is. You're sending for her to come, and you're sending a matter of urgency for her to come quickly. There's something that because you're doing what you're doing, you're actually more of a rescuer than a dancer or entertainer, because you get information. You get your finger on the pulse of things, and you send messages to merchants, to people of high power brokers in this war, also to the soldiers that need help, also to soldiers that are somehow, you're hearing that they're like about to be starved out, also to where fortresses are. Your messenger, and you're sending also message to this one. She feels very courtesan is what she feels. This friend of yours feels like she would be very courtesan. She's an entertainer of a sort, right? She knows. This is how sometimes there's been communication and word, but you need to get her out of there. There's something going on with that. Anything else you need to know? It feels like part of the carryover, because there's always carryover. Don't be afraid to convey the message, and just allow the message to be channeled through, run through, allowed to carry like water on a current. You wouldn't be afraid to dump water in a river, and you would know where it would go, and it would go to where it needs to go to. King of Swords knows the truth. This is something you're dealing with very, very interesting. You've got King of Swords, King of Wands, power broker energy coming on. When you are inspired about the truth of a thing, you need to speak it through. That's the carryover. It's what you did really, really well. It's like you allowed the gifts of the nightingale to come through. You need to allow it again. Yeah. I think that I think I saw pieces of that a long time ago. Check that out. Yeah. Whatever this is. Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I think I may have seen a piece of that years and years ago. I think I was too busy raising kids to watch it in the house. Yeah. Something about that, what you just mentioned. Yeah. That seems dangerous beauty, whatever that is. That seems right. Yeah. I have connection to Italy, and I haven't seen this. I'm going to have to watch this again. It's like I just got a homework assignment through there. So blessedly, thank you. I think that I'm going to have to watch that again. That is wild, but I think I just got a homework assignment from there. Is when I was making the bones, I was in Italy with my grandma, and I know some of what was going on in that because of the flashes that I've seen. But yeah, that's what I've got. Anything else that she needs to know? Again, the gifts of the nightingale need to be allowed. The gifts of the nightingale. This is the way that whether you sing or speak or voice or say things, this is how you entertain and indicate. An older movie than that would have some of this kind of energy about it would be something like a Scarlet Pimpernel, but that feels like the wrong place in space. I don't know why, but it's the same kind of energy. What I've got is very, very Mata Hari type energy. Very, very powerful woman, knows her beauty, knows her worth, knows her way to express herself, and knows how to convey something in a fashion and in a manner that goes beyond the stage that she occupies, goes beyond the stage where she dances, goes beyond and on and on and on, and echoes through time. That's what I've got. That's complete. Holy cow. Yeah, that one, that's a wild one. That's super, super wild. But that's what I've got. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. We're going to put these back, and we'll see what's coming up next. Holy cow. Yeah. I'm going to have to write that down. Just 1 second. Let me see. I'll write it on the back of here for now. Okay. Put that over there for myself. I'm writing that down so I have that movie title. For some reason, that was a big one, and I need to watch that for myself. I think I just got homework from you guys. That's wild. So, okay, I'm open to that. Krista charms 2 pinches. Okay, let me get some water, and we'll see what's going on with this. There's something before I go about the nightingale that's flown through the ashes. It's way different than the canary in the coal mine. It's not that, but somebody has been made to feel a little smaller about what this is, and it's like the dust needs to come off the bird's feathers in order for flight to happen. That's coming through as a footnote. Okay, so I want to call back the energy to the present time. We're going to do 2 pinches for Krista. Calling back the energy to the present time. Okay. Wow. Off the rails. A little bit out of control, off the rails. This one went like way over there. I'm going to flip this down so you can see. All right. Here we go. This one went rolling out off the rails. It's almost an over exuberance. Be careful of your energy that you don't push too hard. We got the big carrot on the river. There's a reward on the flow of the river. Now this one is definitely money in the river for sure. There's a flight over here. This is spreading the wings and flight that needs to happen. That sometimes comes through as phoenix energy, swan energy. We're getting swan energy. We're getting very, very much swan energy. Swan energy connected to ugly duckling story, connected to black swan energy. Also knowing, and what I said about the bird, this is like where it's connecting a little bit, but I want to be in present. There's something that's coming up new. You can barely even see this one because it's so blue. We've got so much blue. You know I love the blues. But the blue bunny coming through. There's something sweet coming through. This is taking a leap of faith, and there's something coming through when you express yourself. Blue always to do with the throat chakra. What is this? A little bit, wow, I'm having a little bit of trouble coming through present time. I'm stuck on Billie Holiday. It's a very specific singer. It's coming through in that kind of way. The elephant's coming through. There's something, remember Billie Holiday? I don't know which of her songs or which of her tunes would be appropriate or applicable, but something coming through. Billie Holiday, something coming through. Really, really interesting energy coming through there. The planets realign. There is something that is a shift out of. A shifting out of this swan, a shifting. It's not that you leave it all behind. You just shift into something a little more pragmatic. And here's third eye opening up with this planet here. Purple planet here. Opening up. Oops. Hang on. Purple planet here. Opening up. And it's very, very purple. Very amethyst energy. Third eye crown chakra opening up. And then we've got the green leaf. What is this? There's something about getting very, very grounded, and this is very, very abundant and very growing in a different direction that's huge for you. Little ring, little soul contract, little lesson coming in. This is coming in rather than just coming in like ring and lovers and all of this. There's a little commitment, little growth lesson that's coming up that's important for you. It realigns you with your higher self. This is a protected time for you. This is feeling very much like spring. So if this is here, and we're in December, this is going to be January, February, coming into March, right here, March. This would be April. Whoa, sorry. April, right down here. Boom, boom, boom. What is this? This is something where the expression comes through the heart in a little bit different way, and there's a little bit gentler. It's not so ballsy and blatant as before, and there's a tenderness that comes through this. There's something, an antiqueness. Okay, got it. Hang on. Relative tarot is coming through. There's something about writing in the backstory. There's something about the history of the women in your family, and this feels like the history, knowing the history, and this is the matriarchal line coming through. There's something about this. Now, it's not just women's history and literature in the broad spectrum. It feels specific to you, to your family story. There's something in a written format from a woman in your family that you need to look at. And this feels like it's coming through in the summer months. I don't know what this is about. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that. That's what's coming through. Something about the summer. I don't know what is going on with that. Hard at work, writing, journaling, entering things. What happened in the summer? Something that is going to be repeated. You've got the sun here even. It's like you've got the sun. You've got the big, beautiful, fragrant smelling flowers. And you've got this lightening up energy. You've got her writing, doing her thing. Something about this is coming through in the summer. You're opening, cracking something new. It's ready to go forward. Yeah, you're going to be writing. Here's the feather again. Feathers and quills are often together, flowing through the river, the big carrot, the butterfly, and transformation. It feels like you're understanding a story from the past and how you would have followed that pattern and how you transform your own story going forward, and it's off the rails. It's a little bit nuts and off the rails, and this is an orange. This is where you're squeezing it for the juice. The pressure's put on, and what comes out of there when pressure's put on is what is within. Again, a blue butterfly. This is just, you can't get much more. You've got blue bunnies, blue flowers, blue butterflies, blue hearts, everything blue, blue, blue. It's something about expressing again, the expression coming through. Anything else? What's coming through here? This one's connected to here. This is the story at large, and this is the story refined. This is the one that's writing the story, that would write the first draft of the manuscript, and this is the one that would refine it and clean it up. This means your lesson is more acute, more fine-tuned, more dialed in. Yes. The chicken. This chicken comes in, and this is a really, really interesting one. Chickens for me and for my grandma and for my mother all over the kitchen, but this one came in as chicken, and it also comes in as chimera. So chimera is somebody that shapeshifts or has two animals going in, two animals going on. What is chicken and swan doing? Okay. All right. So swan, swan, beautiful, elegant, performing, ballet, blah, 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 frou, frou, pretty, pretty, frou, 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 frou. The bluntest and the most easy way for me to put this is just because you're born gorgeous or born like, you know, you fell down the beauty tree, you got blessed with all the looks or whatever, just because you can rely on your beauty and rely on this outward beauty, don't think that that's all there is to it. This is, you need to be practical and understand the practicalness too. Understand what it is to be in the kitchen. Understand the beauty that's underneath the makeup. Understand the beauty that's underneath the facade. It needs to be there. This is coming through in a way. The practical, this is homespun wisdom and truth that needs to come through. It's very comforting. There needs to be a relief and a relax where you're not swept up by what is the outward appearance. This makes sense. Yep. Understood. Good. And then this is coming through. And it's coming through as evermore. This is ancient promises coming through. This is ancient promise when this happens. This feels more than just the wedding picture. It's more about the contract. And if we look down here, this is where the little lesson, the little contract is. That's what's coming in. Anything else? Big reward. You learn to flow on the river. You learn to flow on the river in a big, big way. What else? Expectation changes. And again, those butterfly wings, the expectation that was put here, butterfly wings here, butterfly wings here, it's changed. The transformation occurs, the metamorphosis occurs. There's something that goes on in June. Is it your adopted family or your bio family? I don't know. I don't know. I read it as bio, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily so. That's probably my own assumption rather than anything else. I read it first. It came through first as bio to me, not knowing, you know, that adopted was even on the table as the option. So that might be where it is, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I've got. Hopefully that helps. That's really wild. Not sure what that's about. The practicality. It's like, okay, we'll go there. We'll go there. It's the practicality, the farm wife, the Annie M factor. I'm going right here. Just a snoop because I want to get snoopy for you. Because you asked, is it the adopted family or the bio? Let's take a look and see what we got. There may be lessons in both, but I want to see. What else does she need to know? Let's just put it there. What else does she need to know? Six of Swords. There will be lessons in both. This is coming in, and this is leaving the rough waters for smooth. This is coming in as the adopted family, but something hidden. Something that's been there for a long time in the Hermit. So that's what I've got. This is coming through as adopted family. This is coming through as bio. There's a hidden lesson in the bio. There's something in the adopted, and it feels like you were taken or moved out of harm's way or out of a more difficult path, whether you know it or not. It feels like that's what's happened. There's a little bit of sheltering going on. The essence of who you are is in both. The essence of what you carry, what you teach, and what you bring forward, you bring and you give to both families. That's what I've got. You absolutely were. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So that's what I've got for you. So hopefully that helps. You'll have to let me know if you feel like it later, or just be on the lookout for yourself for later. See what happens with that. All right. Okay, Kim, Aaron for a full. All right, give me just a second. We'll clean this up. You're welcome, honey. You are so welcome. No problem at all. All right. So let's see what we got here. Let me put this back here. Put these here. All right. So for Aaron, and for Aaron, this is a full. Do we have a specific question? Hang on. Let me look. See if I can get it to look, and I'll get a little water on the cords. Blessedly says, I'm so excited for you, Aaron. I'm so glad. That's always fun, guys. That's always fun when you're excited for each other to see the reads. I get excited for doing them. Okay, so for Aaron, let's see what's going on. Is there a specific question for Aaron? She's your friend. Oh, gotcha. Okay. And I'm trying to see if anything came through to find the question here, but more general for the coming year. Okay. So, Aaron, were you wanting a year ahead, or were you wanting a general full? Kim, will you let me know what Aaron was doing, what Aaron was wanting? Because I'm not seeing it here, but I know sometimes my iPads are a little bit slow on things. And if she lets you know, then I'm not going to be too worried about it. We'll just figure it out. General full for Aaron. Okay, you got it. You got it. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, we're going to the Garden Witch for Aaron right now. Let me move this also out of the way. So much going on here, guys. Okay, Garden Witch for Aaron. All right, I'm going to flip this down so you can see. Flipping this down for Aaron. General full. Oh my. This is huge. So give me just a second. We're doing 3 lines of 7 coming up. It's not quite a full calendar month at all, but it feels almost as big. It's going to be bulkier than that, but we're doing 3 lines of 7 coming up. Scooch this over so you can see, hopefully. Scooch this back. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully you can see. I do that and it always wants to hit cancel. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why we have it coming up this week. These are coming up, and as the lines go, the challenge is coming up. The big challenge is coming up. These ones are coming in as big challenges. I don't know why you needed that sound effect. Sorry about that, but big challenges. Wow. Okay. All right, now let's see what else we got. I'm running out of room to put these things. Okay. Center line coming through. We've got the Empress, the 3 of Coins, and right here, gorgeous, gorgeous Queen of Cups. A little bit of delayed diminished. This is coming up. 1, 2, 3, 3 challenges. This is bigger than a month tableau. It can't even be it's more of a tableau than a month, but it feels like it's on the calendar every damn month. These are your lessons every damn month, and this is the main priority here. Learning how you manage as the Empress going forward, calling in your divine feminine, knowing what it is that you must want, you must demand, you must have, and really, really advocating strongly for it. Understanding you are the Empress, man. This is big for you right now. The 3 of Coins, understanding the benefactor that will be coming, keep pursuing whatever it is that is your skill set. And this diminished Queen of Cups, this is over the love lost and moving forward anyway. Moving forward from the situation where perhaps love hurt and took from you. We're going around the clock this way. Very strangely done. Okay. We're going this way. Where love took from you. Where love took you. Knights over here. It's really weird. It goes knighting to the lovers. This is a lesson in love that you feel like you lost or taken advantage of. You need to protect your priorities, but it feels like you got the short end of the stick. Came in fast and hard. This is the lesson you're getting all year long. This is, whatever this is that feels like the difficulty that you have been through, it's been significant. This is transformative energy on stripping back a layer of who you thought you were and letting who you are come through, and it's transformative. Some things that we encounter, some things we experience in life, they change how we approach things. They help forge us to be who we are, and we wouldn't have seen or anticipated, and it feels like difficulty. Now I'm going to drop down again, but it feels like you've been in the forge, you've been in the refiner's fire, you've been in the forge, you've been really, really stripped down to this point where what is core and essential you is coming through regardless, but it has not been easy. This difficulty, this thing that you are bringing forward is challenging. It feels like there has been damage done, hurt. It's not the end of the world. It's something you get through, but it's something that is challenging, that you need to leave a certain wound from the past. You can't just leave it open and unhealed forever, but you got to trust that it's going to heal. It's just going to take some time. It feels like a big wound, a big open wound still that needs to heal in time. And you can't just like slap something on it and instantly be done. It's going to take some time. Okay, let's go back down. Okay. The next cards that are coming out in the tableau are this one and this one. This is like betrayal, pain from the past, something about false promises. This is coming through Knight of Cups as false promises, mourning something that feels like loss. This feels like this needs to be let go and removed. Now I'm going to set it to the side. Just, this feels the most current, the most painful, the most you got to let it go. This is feeling about the Lovers and letting something go. And this isn't two people in the boat. This is the ferryman, and this is the one person in the boat going on her own. She's got the baby in the boat, but it's not her lover in the boat. It feels like the baby is going forward with her, but the lover isn't. Whatever this is, if the baby is representative of a project going forward, but somebody else isn't. This feels like a soul contract and a fulfillment of a soul contract. Don't doubt that there's reason for this to have happened in the way that it has happened. Don't doubt the experience. Don't doubt the value that you're carrying forward is huge. You've got the Knight of Coins here. A willingness and the loyalty to do this thing. There's some kind of soul contract. This lesson was huge. This lesson for you was huge, imperative. And it's not one like if you were like thinking of, what would I sign up to do in my life? This wouldn't be one of those lessons. You'd be like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, it is part of the soul contract, part of the work that had to come forward. Don't know what that's about, but it is part of it. It's part of what you came down to do. It was intended, and this is big. It feels like you are leaving something that was very, very difficult. There's been a willing sacrifice. I'm not seeing the hangman on here as the willing sacrifice, but this is an offering. This feels like a huge offering. Okay, going back to the second row now. End to end. Second row. Okay. Here we're going this way. There's something that comes from this and is more than you expected to come from this. There will be rest needed. This changes. There's something that is legacy in how you have operated, breakthrough barriers, breaking the barriers, moving forward. There's something that you have laid down your legacy and what you leave behind, and this is huge for you. It's huge value. You've somehow paid dues in a way that was unexpected, beautiful, and strong. And there is something that is generationally goes down and down and down and down. Generationally huge over here. This is saying you're going to need rest, and you take whatever rest you need as often as you like, because generationally you've broken it feels like you've broken a generational curse, and I don't know what this is. Sometimes the black sheep in the family, the black sheep, are the ones that break the generational curse in a certain way, a certain thing. But this is a certain offering for you that you have broken a generational curse, and it's huge. And the legacy you leave behind because of it is one of valor coming through hugely there. Coming through here. Now you go forward. Now is the time you go forward. You do what's right for you going forward. You let go of the notion of the thief or of the sabotage of anything like that. You let go of taking care of everyone that's in the backdrop here. No, you got to do what's necessary for you, and you got to do what's right for you, what protects you, and you'll be fine. And it's not out of alignment in any way. It's totally in alignment to do this. Going forward, you didn't expect yourself to do this lesson, to do this offering, this gift. You did not expect this gift. Feels very much like a profound gift that you're offering. It takes a lot out of you to give. This is more than just a little thing. This is something that requires an expansive period of time. This gift is very big. It takes more out of you to offer up this gift than people would know or associate. Only the people that have been through an experience similar would know this. Only the people that have been through something very similar would key into this. It's big. It's a very big sacrifice, big gift, big breakthrough. You become incorruptible. You become your own self because of this. Whatever it is that anybody else wants to believe, whatever it is that anybody else wants to say, it does not matter. You know who you are. You stand in your power, and the rest of the world be damned. It's, you know what it took out of you to do what it is that you did. You know the bigness of this. So whether anybody wants to talk smack or give you crap or anything else about it, doesn't matter. It is deep and profound what you've offered, and it is huge. It's part of what you came to do in soul contract land. And it's not for nothing, even though it's not understood completely and thoroughly now. There is something very epic in what you have chosen to do and what you are choosing to do. And going forward in this year, now you get to do what's right for you. And the universe is just going to shower and shower and shower blessings. It's going to rain down blessings on you. The size of this gift, the size of this offering, the size of allowing yourself to go through this experience, it is nothing but rewards going forward, because not many can do this. Not many would do this. A lot will condemn for this. And it's like, you know the rightness of what it is that was your choice. You absolutely know it. All right. That's a lot coming through. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's big emotion, big gift, big legacy on this. Huge. The truth of what it is that needed to be done, the truth of your reasoning and why you chose and the strategy that you chose. Now you need the rest, even though it feels like it was this painful. Now you need the rest. You take the rest going forward here. Yeah, it's like you willingly called it down. You called down the storm. You called down the tower. You willingly called it down. Four of Pentacles. This is leaving yourself. Usually it's protected, and worried about, greedy and miser, and it's just the opposite of that. Just the opposite. You left yourself very unguarded, and boom. Huge, huge, huge. Yeah, it's like you were willing to call down the lightning, or like, I dare you, bring it on, and the universe brought it. It's like, okay, go ahead, smite me. Go ahead, bring it on. Go ahead. I'm ready, I'm willing. You threw up your hand to bring down whatever was the sacrifice, the change, and the transformative energy without even realizing that's what you did. And when you did it, you knew you were supposed to do it, and you went forward and did it anyway. So you called down a tower and a massive change that was happening, but this is huge. This huge sacrifice, you can kick the rubble out of the way, and it's huge. The blessings that come forward from this, you kick the rubble out of the way, but there is just showering and showering and showering on blessings. This is a lesson in love lost. This is a lesson in sacrifice. The most psychic of the queens, the most intuitive of the queens. It's time to follow the intuition now. Time to understand this. There is something that is added to you. Lucy's in the house. There is some kind of opening connection here. Yes, yes. It's like if you, I don't know if I can indicate here, all the way here. It's like here, top of the crown. And right here, third eye, huge, huge connection. It is very much an opening of the crown right now. Opening for activation when you want to know. There's a gifting to you for this. A gifting where you're open to receive. Yeah. The moon comes up. Your intuition comes in strong. There's a way that you see through. There's not very often that you get in the space of fear. You've already passed through the gates of fear. You've already passed through the gates of fear so many times. You could dance around and bathe in the moonlight all you want. And it's intuition, big, big, big. The moon is always big, big, big for you. The full light of the moon, the intuition that comes through is huge. Because of the offering, you've created a balance in not just in yourself or in your soul, but in the universe around you, and in the, I'm getting in the souls around you. Those who come in contact, come in your presence, come in the presence of your, those who are within the realm of your presence will be influenced for the good and elevated because of what you've done and how you do. Because what transformed you and changed you going forward elevates the whole. Just because you can't go back. Just like when I say butterfly can't go back to caterpillars. Because you can't go back, it elevates the whole. The rest don't go back either. They have to come to a new understanding of how this goes through, how truth is carried forward through. Six of Cups, victory, victory, victory comes through with Six of Wands, and nostalgia coming through here. It's like these cups would have been empty without the sacrifice, and it's there. This is the card of nostalgia and memories and childhood and giving and giving and giving. Let's see what else is coming through. You do worry who will be by your side at the end. Aaron, the only one that you need to worry that will be by your side at the end is you. You, your higher self, your angels, your guides, all of that. By the end of it, if people in our lives ever, friends that we have for a time, for a reason, for different times and reasons, they are there for reasons. But don't worry who will be at your side at the end. You will be at your side at the end. This is something where saying you've got this is just way feels too simple, but you really solidly got this. It's in the soul contract. And this sacrifice, this particular thing is huge. And the fact that you're willing to do it, you are up for the task, and it will and has and will and has and will and has changed you. Look, okay, I'm going to flip this down. What's coming through on the center here? The choices, one was not the same as the other. You made the choice, you made the choice. You put down both swords and made a different choice entirely. There will be a little bit of the snipe and gripe committee. Hang on. Hang on. This phone is doing something funny here. Come on. There we go. There will be perhaps those that will want to, if there are some, and there will be some that are the snipe and gripe, the mean girls, the competitive girls, the ones that talk badly, the gossip hounds, those kind of people, don't sweat it. They're going to be forever stuck as snipe and gripes. They won't understand the flight. This is like, these ones don't understand what it's like to be swan. They don't understand what it's like to be eagle. They certainly don't understand what it's like to be phoenix. You understand what it's like to be phoenix and firebird all at once. Queen of Wands right here, firebird. Big time, big time. Queen of Wands energy coming in. Knowing your mojo, knowing your sensuality, knowing and having your confidence. Being comfortable in the skin that you're in, comfortable with the choices that you've made. Extremely comfortable. After understanding that you are the Empress. And what that looks like to this, it becomes irrelevant to you. You are going your own way by choice. This is not poor little match girl. This is I will separate and do my own path because I must, because it serves me. It honors the deeper sense of what's going on. And this is something that was a promise made. This is a repeat here. I want a little bit more clarification on this. But this is a promise made, and this is a joyful friendship promise, a happy promise made. What else? This is a promise, and this, you knew it would be transformative. You knew that caterpillars would be caterpillars. It's part of a teamwork. It's part of the choice. It's part of what's here right at the center. Look. This has to do with benefactor type energy, where someone is someone else's benefactor, and it is promised. That bond is forged strong, strong, strong. And as important as it is that the promise was kept or the sacrifice was made, how you grow because of this promise is more important. And it will benefit you until you, forever. I was going to say until the day you die, but it benefits you forever. This particular choice, this walking through this particular fire in a very deliberate way, it transforms and refines the soul in such a way it's endless benefit. That's what I've got. A very earthly presentation, but spiritual gifting, spiritual challenge, high-level spiritual challenge going on for you. Huge high-level spiritual challenge. People could try and judge in earthly scope, in earthly scale. They don't see the bigness of how this changes your soul, who you are, and the next level that you achieve, how this helps define and make things incorruptible, integrity. That's what I've got. That's what's coming through. That's huge for you. I love this for you. That's big. I don't know how to I don't know how to express it any more clearly, but I don't doubt that you know every single thing that I'm telling you right here. You know this fully. And because this is TikTok and it's more public, this is as deep as it needs to go. But blue butterfly energy all over this. Blue morpho energy. Metamorphosis, transformation, huge energy going on that. Huge willing sacrifice, huge growth, huge transformation, breakthrough beyond anything I could express. There will be blessings showered upon, showered upon, showered upon. And it doesn't mean you won't get challenges or struggles here and there, and you will. But there's not much more difficult than that will be presented to you than what you've already gone through. And even when you get faced with high drama difficulty, high level difficulty, some of what you've been through in this lifetime, in the recent time, and some of what you're going through now is so strengthening. It is like putting a sword into the fire to forge it stronger. And that's what it is. That's just straight up what it is. It really is refiner's fire and forged to a way that is so strong, so powerful. It's unbreakable. There's something about what you've offered, what you've done, what you've given. It is beyond the words of unforgettable. It ripples out, the influence ripples out and echoes and echoes and echoes and echoes. You cannot even see how far the echo goes. That's what I've got. That's complete. Wow. It's just really, really beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The truth of what you've chosen to do. It's not wrongly chosen. It's not wrongly chosen. It's on point. It's in the soul contract to do that. So that's what I've got. I'm getting some water. All right. And then for smiling, one more pinch. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I've got so many cards on this table. Good grief. Good grief. Okay. We'll put them back here. For smiling, one more pinch. Sorry about that, guys. That got a little bit deep and heavy, but holy smokes. It's massive. For that last, massive beauty, massive beauty. It's like, yeah, high honors, massive beauty in what you've chosen. So that's what I've got for you. All right. I'm getting, okay. Sometimes the clair odds come in a little bit much, and I was getting 2 songs at once. And so just so you know, what's coming in was the Cinemark theme, which was a movie theater theme, and then the theme from the TV show Happy Days. Both of them coming in at once. And it's like, this is me saying slow it down, slow it down. Is a little bit of an overload that happens sometimes on this song. It's a Happy Days theme. Wow, okay, that's a big one. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right, we're going to flip this down so you can see. These I'm going to scooch up a little bit here, just so, because even though they're further away, I want you to be able to see them. And this I'm going to flip down so you can see. Okay, it's grabbing the bull by the horns, big time right here with the Brahma bull, something that you are very, very attached to doing, intentional about doing. And this is when the screw is there, there's something fixed, attached. There's something attached here. And then here, the little carrot, but it's turned upside down, so you can't see the little reward. But something about taking the situation in hand. When you take the situation firmly in hand, there is a reward. It's something you're attached to do. It feels like a big thing to grab the bull by the horns. Really big to grab the bull by the horns. But this is what you're definitely doing. Hopefully you can see that. You're going to take the situation on, and you're grappling. This is definitely attached to doing it. Divine Feminine is here with you. There's higher wisdom coming in with you. Big time blue flower coming in. Now this is like This is coming in like cornflower blue, fields of gold coming in, cornflower blue. And then we've got the wisdom of the owl coming in, the big monarch coming in. We've got the little blue flower, cornflower blue. What's going on with the cornfields? I'm going to go to the Oz and Wonderland deck because I'm getting cornflower blue. And that leads me, of course, to Kansas, because how could it not? Maybe it doesn't lead to other people there, but I want to go into that. So if I can find that deck, there we go. Let's see what's coming through on this. Okay. All right, I'm going to flip this down so you can see what's going on here. So over here, you've got the Magician. This is taking off to a new start, having the ability to manifest. You know some of the, well, in the story of Oz, which most of us know, she has the ruby slippers or the silver slippers all along. The ability to move to where she needs to move to all along. She just doesn't know it because she hasn't gained from experience yet, but she does have the magic within her to manifest all along. This is something that needs to be known and reaffirmed to you. You do have the magic to do this all along. You really, really do. Gorgeous, gorgeous Magician energy. This is also Fool and Ready to Go energy coming forward. There's something that's transforming, that's a divine gift of the feminine coming in towards you right now. Three of Pentacles coming in. This is that teamwork card we've been seeing all day, the Three of Pentacles coming through. This is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. This is having the support, having allies, having friends there to help you all along the way. This is huge. Again, the cornflower blue, help you with the transformation. There is a bigger example. There is an example of this magic that has been done. Get to know your other magicians. Get to know your other magicians. How do I put this? I'm going to shift this. Get to know your other magicians. It's me very much telling you that it's not just the Wizard of Oz that has the magic. All of Oz had the magic, right? All the things in that land, everything had the magic there. And Dorothy going in there was just her opening up a world and discovering the magic that was there. This is what's coming in big, big, big. Get to know the other magicians. Get to see the other kinds of magic. Be aware of who you're surrounding yourself with, soul tribe-wise. Get to know, because it will help you see your shadow self. It will help you pull the magic from within you. It helps you draw it out a little bit more. Not because it's dependent on it, but because when you can speak of this with other people very freely, then it allows you to bring this forward. Get to know the other magicians. Get to know. Build the community a little bigger, a little stronger, and a little bit more around you. Get to know the other magicians. It's huge for you. There is more magic. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Flipping down, flipping down. Pink butterfly coming through. This is interesting. We've had so much blue, but the pink coming through. This is this is high crown chakra. This is really, really gorgeous energy. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's not high heart. This is high crown chakra. There's something in the realm that I would claim as Lucy's realm or angelic realm. Something in the realm there that's coming through, wants to come through stronger. The understanding of how to speak to the flowers, how to speak to the butterflies, how to speak through nature, how nature speaks through and back to you, and how it echoes, how it speaks. It'll echo, but how it speaks to you. Very, very interesting. High angelic realm. High angelic realm coming through. Very, very beautiful energy on that. Something about Lucy's realm is coming through. It's gorgeous. Really gorgeous for you right now. There's something that just transforms, makes you almost glow. It's really, to say it's super cool just doesn't quite cut it. Yeah. Something coming through, and this is high angelic realm that wants to come through. This is something that feels like a different kind of guide or a big lesson from one of your guides that's very high angelic realm coming through. Strongly. What's going on? Of course. Now look at this one. I don't know if you can... I'm going to try and get this so you can see this more clearly. You see the angel wing here. You see the blue flower here. On the moon here. There's something, and it's like the three phases of the moon, high priestess energy coming in. Even though this is the only one, this is high priestess energy coming in. The high priestess is cracking open wide. You have the three phases of the moon. You have this one, you have this one, and then you have the moon in between. This is what's coming up big. Again, nature is being referenced here. The trees are full of gifts for you. Yeah. If you can get yourself in forests, woods, groves of trees, if you can get yourself near a specific tree, both need to be done for you. Hang on one sec. There we go. Okay. My iPad was a little bouncy for a minute there. What I'm getting is there is, it feels like there's an oak or another kind of sacred tree that you need to be in the presence of, because that grounds you, brings you into your own, and opens things up. The piece of your moon ring looks like that just broke off recently. Wow. This tree, there is something about this. You can go anywhere where trees are and get connected to the divine really quickly, but you don't have to travel to Glacier National Forest or anything like that to get there. What I'm seeing is this tree is where the sacredness is for you. And this tree, even if it's something that is from childhood, you can go there either through here or go there physically, and it's very strong. There's a connection with that tree in you. There's a connection of that. I was once looking for my grandmother's house, and it's been so long that since I was there, and I was there as a young child, that I couldn't find it. And we were driving, and I found it by finding the tree that was the tree that me and my sisters played in. When my sisters and I played in that tree, there was a lot going on in our childhood, and that was safe haven and really, really good. And I think it may have been a willow. I'm not sure exactly what kind it was, but we were driving, and we were like traveling down memory lane, just basically trying to figure out how do we get there? It's been forever, right? And we go, and it's like, that's the tree. That's the tree. It's just as clear and specific for you. You have a connection with the tree. Now, if you look up behind me there, right there, Stephanie, Intuitive Seer, Stephanie, Tarot by the Sea, she did that. And she did that aura painting for me. And it's got shades of Lucy with the purple. Let me get it down. Just 1 second. I'll get it down and show you if I can get it. It's got shades of Lucy all through it. It's got echoes of this tree all through it. And Stephanie didn't know anything about that at the time when she painted this. This is what she did. So if you can get an aura painting from Stephanie, do it. Tarot by the Sea, Intuitive Seer, Stephanie. But the tree, it's a sacred connection, sacred way to go in. And for you, it's that. And I'm going to put this back up. And then I'm going to go into the rest of the charms for you. Get up there. I'm so short. So short and so fluffy. Good grief. All right. Here we go. Okay. There's something about carving out time that needs to happen for you. It's right here. With a knife, carving out time. And something about outlining and carving around the out part of your heart. It's, that sounds like really more gory than it is, but it's carving around the heart. So it's carving out something that's dedicated. The heart is dedicated to. You need to get more clear about the matters of what it is that your heart is dedicated to in order to follow your path. This is coming up the Oz reference again. You remember the cornflower blue, and the allies, and finding the tribe and finding the other magicians. This is what she's doing all along. She's finding her magic all along the way. And then here, a little bit of the crazy with the wheelers that want to steal the lunches out of the trees. This card has come up before, and a lot of people don't even know about the wheelers from Oz because it's in one of their books, but not in everything. Don't let small-minded sabotage artists take your joy, take your happy, or take your spiritual growth from you by diverting your time, diverting your soul, diverting your energy off your soul's purpose. Sometimes we think our soul's purpose needs to be clearly spelled out, and sometimes it's just keeping ourselves in alignment with our own happiness in that moment, in that day, over and over and over and over, consistently doing that for ourselves. It's huge. It's a huge gift. It's how we travel our path a little more magically, and it's good for us. It's very, very good for us. Anything else? You have the ability to carve this out. Again, that tree is important. It's like, for you, the destination is always the sacred tree. It's always going back there because it gets you rooted and grounded in anything that you want to access, that you would want to access in the field. You can access through going there. Through going to that. In the Alice in Wonderland part, she falls asleep under the tree, right? And the big dream happens under the tree. This is what's going on. This is your entry, your way in, it's the portal, the vessel, the way in. That's what I've got for you. That's complete. Holy cow, that's gorgeous. I love that for you. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy on that. Not sure what that's all about, but that's what it's all about. So, okay, all right. So that's great. Okay, so you hear my phone ringing in the background. It's like nobody has that number, so I know that's just a junker call. So, all right. Yeah, it's a landline. Go figure. Isn't that so crazy? Who has a landline anymore? You're welcome. You are so, so welcome. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, Kim, let me know if we're done with the list or not done with the list. I'm going to get a little bit of water. So I think Kristen just did pay for a read. You'll be traveling home in the next month. So yeah. If there's something that is anything that you're traveling home to, whether, and this goes for all of you, whether it's for like a tree or something that's memory from childhood, understand where the sacredness is in some of that. It's important for you to know. Okay, Kristen, what kind of read? Because I saw your name flash through and I'm trying to pull it down, but if I pull it down on the other iPad, then it's going to stop the recording. Charms? Charms. Okay, got it. Okay. What is this going around? Something going around and around the spiral path. Okay, let's see what's going on. Spiral path. Okay, I'm going to try and keep these charms very, very tight and then spiral them. These would go around this way. Sorry, this is how it's going for you. Huh. Doesn't look like much of a spiral, but okay. This is how it goes. Let me show you what I got. Wild. Okay. Sometimes it's what I need to do. We'll get to it. It started here, it went round and round, and this was out here. So you're starting here. Woo! Hello. Let me flip this down so you can see. You're starting with a rosette. This is starting, and this is like the Tudor rose or a rosette coming through. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's really gorgeous. What is this? Now, I used to say this a lot, and I haven't said it as much recently, but some of you that have been with me for a while know, you can't pry open the rose. It has to bloom when it wants to bloom. You can't force it open. You can't pry open the rose. You've got little key and big key in your spiral. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. You can't pry open the rose. There's something that wants to harmonize, something wants to bring music forward, something that you think you need to sing again, to maybe not to literally sing, but have to your heart happy again, to harmonize again. It's something you feel like you need, and it's not something you need right now. The heart needs to be happy first before. That's the key. That's the big key. Knowing the heart has to be happy first before it gets the smaller key. Before the first key gets the second key and unlocks a different, deeper door, you have to have this one. There's something that needs internally harmonized within your own heart before this goes forward. This one is the little clock, It won't take you very long. Now this one, it's the little clock, and I'm trying to see. And this one's showing me 10 o'clock, and sometimes I want to see the times on the charms when the 10 o'clock comes. If we see the 10 o'clock here, and I get the 10, this would be check it in the evening, check it in the evening. It's something about the long night, the way that you feel loneliness, or the length of a night sometimes, or tired and weary at night. There's something in overcoming that and harmonizing that, letting go of the day, letting the day be done. What is it? Hang on. Okay. I'm getting Anne Murray. I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm getting Anne Murray. You Light Up My Life song is coming through. And it's so many years I sit by the window waiting for someone to sing me a song. This is something that is like you've been sitting, waiting for a long time, waiting for something that brings that harmony in. But you need to bring that harmony in for yourself first. And then is when the second key comes in. That's when the other part comes in. That's when the harmony comes in. It's like when it becomes duet. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what, it's Anne Murray. It's Anne Murray, You Light Up My Life coming through. That's really old. Look that up. Maybe give it a listen and listen to the lyrics. There's something in there for you. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we're going to go spiraling out. Let me flip this down again. Okay, so we're here. Spiraling out. There's a star. There's something about this being one of the big dreams, the big hopes, the big aspirations of your life, is wanting to have relationship really, really work. When you flip this out, this is the true expression. This is the blue coming through. The expression of the truth needs to come through. Blue comes through a lot on the charms today. There's something coming up, and there's something about this expression of the truth and being in your own soul's joy. We so often are taught, let me get this straight. Hang on. We so often are taught that we sing, or we sing, and all we see is singing competition, singing competition, singing competition. There's something about singing for ourselves, singing for our own soul's growth that releases freedom, that invites more in. So you need to do some singing that's more than just a shower. This is coming through again with this blue star. It's coming through. This is something you need to sing for, this transformative energy to happen. I don't know how to express this plainer. Music is very, very healing. Just even listening or hearing music can be very, very healing. When you allow yourself to sing certain songs, whether it's anything that I've mentioned or something that you love that is one of your anthems or whatever, there is a healing that can happen. It's why we sing in the shower. It's because we know that it's not just because of the great acoustics in the shower, but there's singing that needs to happen. There's a release that will happen. It's your homework. It's what's coming through as that's your homework. You need to be doing some sort of song healing. Yeah, I know. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So take the bossiness with love, okay? What I'm getting is the song does not need to be perfect. The pitch does not need to be perfect. The words don't even need to be words. They can be unwords or light language. The song just needs to come through to allow the energy to release. The energy that is stored in our cells, the memory of everything that we've gone through is stored in our cells. So if you need something to release, if you need to grieve, if you need to allow something to be let go of, to be mourned or lost or grieving to happen, it needs to be allowed to flow through. And music can help facilitate for that. Help facilitate that for you specifically. Needs to be allowed to be done. Sometimes a very, very sad song is the best thing that can let the grief pass through. Sometimes a song that somebody else loved in our life, whether it's our mother, sister, brother, doesn't matter. If we are thinking of them and we sing a song that is correlated to them, we can connect with them in a different way. There is something in here that is very song healer energy, and don't worry about the perfection in the singing. Sing and the perfection comes through. Sing and the perfected energy transmutes. That's the finer key. Now on this big key, the obtuse key here, big, just plain key. On the little key, there's I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try and pull this up so you can see. There's two little hearts that are on there, right there. There's two hearts, as if those are the teeth of the key to get something done. So it's not just the skeleton key. It's more than that. There's something that clears the heart when you do that. Okay, going forward over to these charms now. Over to these. We've got the whale tail in green. This is huge. Why was I doing this before? Oh, I was doing this on the blackened bones. So I made a new set of bones to cast that I strongly connect with my grandma about doing this bones charm thing and all the nail polish and crazy. It's how she would have done it in modern times. It's probably not how she did it in Italy. There wouldn't have been nail polish around, but there would have been paint and color on them. And this was a bone that had particular green, and it was reminding me of this mermaid tail. I was crafting this bone and creating. There's something about history and diving deep. You can't get in the shallow waters and stay in the shallow waters for too long and learn the bigger lessons. You have to go deeper. Yeah, deeper. You have to go past and beyond the point of mother wounds. You have to travel more like Persephone. That's what's coming through there. Very, very interesting. It's almost like you have to go up to and approach the gates of hell before you can get the lesson and then come back up again. All right. It's the purple planetary, and this is an orbit. This is coming through more like the orbit. So it's more than just the purple planet. It's the orbit. It's the ring around it that is important. It's the orbit. You've been orbiting this spiritual lesson, this spiritual truth for a long time. You've been orbiting this spiritual truth for a long time. And it's meant to steer you. It's meant to help you. And it's got the wisdom of Grandma's spider on here. And I'm going to try and show you this spider web. So if we think of spider web and we think of Charlotte's Web, if we're really old, and we think of Charlotte and Wilbur, and she's saying, you're one fine pig, a radiant pig, blah, blah, blah. All the labels that we speak into being, all the labels of truth, they're just as precarious as the words on the wind. And when we sing them through and allow them to come through, it's huge for you. It helps rewrite, retrack, hear the neural paths, helps retrack, rewrite, and open things. And yeah, it'll be on the wind, and I'm getting more with the wind than on the wind for you. Yeah, it's retracking, re-speaking, even when you speak. Like I'm speaking now and I'm hearing fine, high pitch. You can speak this, and when you hear your own breath and hear what's going on a little bit differently, when you change your words a little differently, it transforms you in some way. It's huge for you. That's what I've got. This is a big damn deal. This is big homework. You'll be doing it all year. That doesn't sound good? Oh, it's great. It's great. It's challenging, but it's great. So I'm telling you, it really is. When we buy into old bullshit, old lies, old narratives, not enoughness, self-doubt, self-worry, all of that, we have to reprogram our own thinking and our own heart sometime. And sometimes we will do a new anthem, a new song to clear something out. Sometimes we sing and honor somebody, sing a song, honor that, let that go. And then a new song comes in for us. That's what's going on here. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff coming up. That's what I've got for you. I love that. Sing your truth through. Let it come through. Yeah. Yeah, there's song healers and song catchers are different. Song catchers and song weavers. The song weavers are the ones that write songs, like literal songwriters right now. Song catchers are sometimes the performers or the people that sing these songs that are more famous that we would know of. Those are song catchers. They hear it, they sing it, they put it forward. But when you're song healer, or when you have this kind of gift of song healing in your soul, it means when you sing, you can transform and heal yourself. And of course, when we heal ourselves, we heal those beyond. So this is something that's huge for you. That's what I've got. That's complete. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And a sacred kind of knowledge to apply to your own life and to that around you. It doesn't mean everybody needs to go on American Idol or blah, blah, blah. No, you'll know. You'll know. All right. You are so, so welcome. So welcome. All right, let me get a little bit of water. Oh, guess I'm out of water. That doesn't usually happen. Guess I'm out of water. I think that's it. And I think we're caught up. Kim, are we caught up? You're welcome, Kristen. You're welcome so much. And it really is pretty gorgeous. Pretty gorgeous. You might have a list of songs that you just sing for yourself. And even if you just sing them in your car and you're just like in your own garage, in your own car, as long as you sing them and allow the energy to move through you, it's going to be helpful. As far as you know. Okay. I was wanting to do a collective with the Folk Witch deck earlier, and we got sidetracked, and I put you guys, I told you what my guides had. 111 now. Oh, it sure is. Holy cow. Okay, let's do the collective here and see what the Folk Witch Tarot has before we go. There's something about the night sky, the clear night sky. What's going on? I'm getting something about Christmas Eve. Now, we're on the 23rd now. But I'm getting something about Christmas Eve for all of us coming through. The Ten of Swords, let go, remap something new. The pain of the past, let go, rewrap something new. The Tower has come for many of us this past year. Remap something new. What has been torn down, thrown down, taken down. Map something new. We have the Six of Wands. This is asking us to concentrate on victory, whatever this is on Christmas Eve, whatever is the victory that you want to pull forward, manifest, bring forward. You need to sit and be with the moon. Understand the power of Christmas Eve. It's a very magical day. It's very, very, whether you're Christian, pagan, or doesn't matter, any religion, it's a very, very spiritually aligned day for so many that it can't help but create a little bit more sense of magic in the air. This is coming forward very, very strong. And I didn't want to go into the Yule deck, and I didn't want to go into the Elves deck. It's not so much to do with Christmas Eve as it is to do with, not today, but tomorrow night is a very sacred spiritual night, and it's significant. It's significant for a lot of people because it's Christmas Eve, but because it is so much peace and so much good intention is here for others on that night. So much thinking of others is here on that night that it becomes sacred for the whole, as a collective, sacred for the whole. There is an offering that comes up. There's wisdom and spiritual truth coming up. Look at this. Okay, all right. We've got this, the blue skeleton here, and you see back here, if you see back here.